Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you guys are new here, hey, what's up? I'm Janna. I make hair transformation videos to help you navigate the world of wigs and hair extensions because life is too short to have boring hair. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I stuck down this wig. So this is all a wig, none of my hair is out. This is a wig from Pearl's Hair Boutique. Her name is Leah. I have a whole other video on this wig as well, so if you guys want to check it out, I'll link it up in the cards, one of these places. But in this video, I'm going to show you how I stuck it down. So I did the whole stocking cap method with the Got2B Glued spray. Ooh, focus. And then sticking the wig down itself with the Got2B Glued gel. This one that comes in the yellow tube and the one that comes in the black tube as well, the clear one. I kind of did a little bit of both just to see how that worked. So I'll show you that in this video. And then I tried to do some baby hairs. I don't usually do baby hairs, so there's that. And if you guys are wondering how I did the crimpy hair, I'll show you. I have this guy here. It is a triple barrel curling iron from, this one's from Hot Tools, but of course there are a bunch of other brands that make this as well. So if you guys want to check this out, I'll link this one and maybe a few others in the description box below. I feel like the whole crimpy thing is like so trendy right now, and I've had that barrel for years and I'm like, ooh, it's trendy. Let me like dig it out of a box and like dust it off. So there's that guy here. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so to start, I'm just going to keep my hair in these little braids, and I'm using this gel from Garnier. It's not a really intense gel. I just want to use something to slick down my hairline a little bit. So I'm just going to do that there just to get any like flyaways and make sure my hairline is looking clean. And then once that's all done, I'm just going to grab some bobby pins and pin up my braids. So I just crisscross them behind my head and then pin them to my hair. And this is the easiest way for me to get my hair as flat as possible underneath the stocking cap. So I'm going to go ahead and put on the stocking cap now. And you want to make sure that you cover your ears. So you just pull down the band as far as you can over your ears and make sure your hairline is clean. And sometimes I pull it down over my eyes. So yeah, you want to make sure that your hairline is looking clean. That's why I gelled it back before. So this makes that part a lot easier. So any little like flyaways or anything like that are all slicked back. Okay, now this is like the life hack when it comes to the stocking cap method. It's cutting these little holes for your ear to go in. This actually makes everything so much easier. So obviously be careful not to cut your ear and just cut a little hole, and it usually can stretch out for your ear to fit. And see how my sideburn area is laying flat? That's what you want. That makes it so much easier. If you don't do this, then your sideburns don't lay flat to your head, like the stocking cap doesn't lay flat to your skin. So doing this honestly makes everything so much easier. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab my Got2B Glued spray and start spraying down the stocking cap. So I'm focusing mainly on my hairline, and it's kind of spraying everywhere because if you've used this before, you know what I'm talking about. The nozzle kind of gets clogged and it just starts spraying everywhere. So anyway, you want to focus mainly on the hairline and don't go too far down onto your forehead, and make sure you spray your sideburns too because that's the part that usually lifts first. So make sure you get that like sprayed really well. And then once you have it all sprayed down, just let it dry. And then, hey, once it's dry, you can cut off the excess. So I actually did 2 layers of spray. I did another layer off camera. You can just do one and let it dry, or do one and then once it's kind of dry, do another layer if you want that extra hold. So yeah, what I'm doing here is just cutting off the excess, and obviously be careful around the ear area. And then you just cut off all the little flaps, and you can lift it from your skin a little bit just to get so when you're cutting, it's like really close to your skin, if that makes sense. You can peel back the stocking cap just a little bit, and obviously be careful here because I did almost cut myself. So just pull it up a bit and then cut down any rollies. And here I'm sad because the band made a mark on my forehead, so that's why I'm going to do my makeup after the fact. So what I'm doing here is just taking some powdered foundation and covering up my hair so it doesn't show through the lace, and it just kind of gives you a more even look. So I'm just covering up any of my roots and making everything look super seamless. And now that I look like an actual egg, I'm gonna go and do my makeup and be right back. All right, so now she has some makeup on. So I'm just gonna grab my wig. This is the wig I'm using today. And I just plop it on my head to make sure everything is lined up. And as you can see, the frontal is a little bit big for my head. So this is a lace front wig, and I'm just going to cut off a little bit of the frontal. And so I'm just going to measure a little ear tab for myself, or like a little ear hole. So what I do is I just pull it towards my face and I feel it out with my finger. I just go along my ear, and I know if I cut that part off, then that's good, and that's going to be like my little ear tab. So I do this off my head. You can do it on your head, but I just find it easier to do it off. And now I'm just kind of checking it out to make sure everything is good to go. And that looks pretty good for me. So now I have like a little sideburn area, and then my ear is there, and everything is lined up. So once I know everything is good to go, I'm going to pin back my hair and start the gluing process. And here I'm just using a bobby pin to pin back some of the baby hairs because they were kind of getting in my way. So what I'm going to do now is add some powder on the inside of the lace, just to lighten it up, just because I feel like the lace, even though it's supposed to be transparent, I feel like it was a little bit darker than my skin tone. So I'm just adding some powder underneath to try to lighten it up. I was wanting to do this while the wig was off my head, but I kind of forgot, and I was a little bit too lazy to take it off and put it back on. So I'm just kind of lifting it up like this. But obviously it'd be easier if you did this before you put the wig on your head. So now that kind of lightened it up a little bit. All right, so now we're ready to stick down the wig. So what I'm going to be using today is the Got2B Glued gel. So this is like a really strong hair gel. I'm using the one in the yellow tube and the black one. So here I just put a little bit of the yellow tube on the back of my hand, and I'm applying a thin layer along my hairline. So just kind of where the stocking cap ends. And I know some people like to work in sections, which is probably better, but I like to just do the whole hairline at once. And I'm just checking to see when it's a little bit tacky, and that's the right time to stick it down. It usually takes about a few minutes for it to get tacky. And now I'm just pressing the wig into the gel and just really pushing it in. And then with the clear gel that comes in the black tube, I just use this for any little details that needed attention. So right here where the lace was kind of lifting, I applied some more of the clear gel, and I really stuck down the edge. So I kind of put some on top and really pushed the lace into the skin. And then I just let this dry. You can tie something around the hairline if you want to, but I think I just let it dry. And here I am trying to set some baby hairs. So I wasn't really happy with how I could see the demarcation of the lace. So I tried to do that little trick where you set the baby hairs to kind of cover up the edge of the lace. But girl, I did not know setting baby hairs was so hard. So I kind of just gave up after a little bit. But this is how it looks in the end. So this is the other side where I kind of gave up on the baby hairs. But this is what it's looking like. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!